Hello, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This week, get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock with news of a surprise move in India today. But first, all markets will be eyeing the US presidential election results, which will start coming in at about noon, New Zealand time. In advance of these, US markets are firm, with stocks higher, bonds lower and gold lower as well. We're updating a live blog on this event, which will try to keep you updated on the implications for New Zealand. You can add your nickel's worth too in the comments section. But there are other things going on that you should know about. China's exports fell 7.3% in US dollar terms in October from a year earlier, as demand for goods from the world's second largest economy remains sluggish. But in yuan terms, exports were up 3.2%, while imports were down 3.2%. Their recent devaluation moderated the changes. In either currency, the results were not as weak as economists were expecting. China reports its consumer price inflation today, with most analysts seeing it rising 2.1%. In India, the government made a surprise announcement today saying their two largest denomination banknotes will be withdrawn as part of a way to fight corruption and counterfeiting. These two notes have ceased to be legal tender about an hour ago, midnight India time. Markets approved the move. OPEC said today that crude oil prices will rise much less than expected in the next 4 years because supply and demand haven't reacted to the oil slump as strongly as expected. They're just another party that misunderstands the way world trade and local industry are changing in a digitised world. Bloomberg is reporting that China's $3.2 trillion corporate bond market is already starting to reel from rising interbank borrowing costs, and the traditional year-end funding crunch hasn't even started yet. It is an ominous sign and one we should watch over the next 6 weeks or so. In New York, the US Treasury 10-year yield will start today very much higher again, now at 1.87%. Expect a similar rise in local markets, especially at the long end. Our 1 to 5 rate curve is now at 44 basis points, its highest for 2016, while the more important 2-10 curve is now at 72 basis points, a 6-month high. US benchmark oil price is marginally firmer, now just over $45 a barrel, while the Brent benchmark is just on $46 a barrel. The gold price is down again, now just under $1,274 an ounce. And the New Zealand dollar will start today somewhat higher than this time yesterday at 73.5 US cents. On the cross rate is now at 95.1 Aussie cents, and against the euro it's at 66.7 euro cents, which is actually a 17-month high. We're also at a record post-float high against the British pound at 59.5 British pence. The TWI is now at 77.5. I'm David Chaston. That was 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz.